Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
My name is Joey, also known as Destronoma, and I am joined by...
Yeah!
Yes.
Also known as Zelda now.
In this game.
No, Linkle.
Is it Zelda or Linkle?
Both! I want to play Linkle.
Linkle, little twinkle, won't you sit and play with my dinkle?
Well, that just happened.
Y'all know who I am. What's up, everybody?
You want to play as level 4 Linkle. So weak, so small
I'm
Linkle.
aware. My other Linkle's the highest level.
My Linkle is twice the Linkle it was.
Yes, so... I'm not gonna make this a secret to anyone watching this, is we are doing a separate playthrough of this as well, just for fun, and we're like way more ahead, obviously.
My Linkle is way higher.
It is the highest level character
So
we
wait,
have.
which one is the for fun one?
The one
that, yeah. Well, I mean, this is for fun too, but we only play this file when we're recording.
Right.
So naturally, we're farther on the other one.
Correct.
Sorely missing Zelda's leadership. I miss Zelda. I miss Zoraldo. You'll see You'll see something trippy about this game, and it's one of the things I like about it after this level. So let's just, I think it's after this level.
Is it weird that, like...
Jump right into it.
Did you ever play the Ghost Rider game for the PS2 when the movie was coming out?
I did not.
Vastly different gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Vastly different game from the movie plot.
Yeah.
It borrowed elements from the movie, such as designs and so forth, but the plot itself was very... I'd say almost Dark Souls level.
So, was it kind of like X-Men Origins Wolverine, in that it kind of had the plot from the movie, but a lot of it was kind of made up too?
Yes. I'd say very much so.
I'm guessing you didn't play X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I did not.
Because that game was actually really good, unlike the movie, which was really not good.
There were parts of it that I enjoyed, though. But, anyway. I haven't played the X-Men Origins game, but if you're talking about the movie, then yes.
Yes.
It did feel like that, where it had... Excuse me. It had Carter Slade, it had Mephisto, it had Johnny Blaze and the Ghost Rider.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
A majority of the game is spent in hell, which I think is kind of cool. But like for the time that it came out, like a decade ago, it was super cool seeing like the creator's envisionment of hell and everything that went with it, like for the Marvel universe.
Right.
And it felt like you were not just riding around on a motorcycle everywhere, but you also felt like you were like in some sort of mystical journey to like get all of these different artifacts and stuff that would increase your powers as the rider. And it just made me fall in love with the lore of the rider itself. Like, I love that the Ghost Rider is not just a moniker that is just, you know, that Johnny Blaze just takes up. It's actually like a spirit of vengeance that possesses him.
Well, that's how Ghost Rider has always been.
I know. I like that that's how it is. Instead of him just like, oh, one day I was just walking through a minefield and I suddenly turned into the Ghost Rider. Yeah. I like that it's actually like he sold his soul for the sake of his father. Yeah. And then it ended up tricking him and dicking him into becoming the Rider. Right. Which was already a pre-established entity before Johnny Blaze even did it. He was just the first recorded individual to have the spirit of vengeance.
Oh, you're at half health here.
Which I also think is interesting because, like, it's actually been noted that there are several different spirits of vengeances that have possessed several different Ghost Riders. Like the Danny Ketch one was different than the one that Johnny Blaze had. Yeah. So.
And then you have the Ghost Rider 2099.
Yeah, where it's like a cyber virus or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly in that one, but that goes along with the same thing. There's been several different Ghost Riders. Just the one that people are most
familiar with
is Johnny Blaze.
Well, because of the movie. But
well, no, the comic books, a lot of it is Johnny Blaze.
He was a short-lived writer, though, from what I understand.
No? He was in World War Hulk. He was he's probably the biggest one.
The most infamous one. Yeah. Kind of like Tony Stark will always be the best Iron Man.
And I forget what his spirit's name is, but it's like the most prominent.
Azrael, something like that?
No, that's a different Marvel character, I believe.
It's worth looking up after this episode, I think.
Yeah.
But I always liked the Danny Ketch ones. I think that's his name, Danny Ketch.
Sounds right.
Because his Spirit of Vengeance was kind of a wild card. Yeah. So like sometimes when the rider would take over Danny, he wasn't in control completely. So the rider's Spirit of Vengeance kind of just did his own thing. And then at one point, didn't it possess the Red Hulk, who was also bonded with the Venom symbiote? So the Red Hulk had the Spirit of Vengeance possession along with this Venom symbiote, so he looked like a fucking monster. Yeah. Like, I just remember how cool that symbol looked. That whole imagery of just him as the rider was just this massive
Here's your staple Zelda thing. Cutting the grass. But yeah.
But yeah, we went off on a kind of tangent about Ghost Rider. My point is that the gameplay in this game looks like the gameplay from the Ghost Rider game, and it like you're going through a lot of dark landscapes and temples and stuff to like get coins and things that upgrade your swing chain.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I like about The Legend of Zelda is it's not just one color palette.
It's a lot of variety.
Yeah, you go in a lot of different locales. That's the thing that, I mean, I think I've said it on the channel before. The only Zelda game I've ever beaten was Ocarina of Time. And I beat that because, and I beat that using a walkthrough just because I felt like the game was taking a long time and I wasn't playing it consistently enough to where
you knew what to do everywhere.
Yeah, so when I really wanted to play it and beat it, I was kind of already in a spot that I didn't really remember much about. So I just ended up looking up a walkthrough to finish it. But you go through so many different areas in Ocarina of Time.
It's very expansive, especially for the original port for N64.
You go through the water temple, you go in the desert, you go into
I remember the water temple
town.
Was difficult as shit for me.
Oh yeah.
It was the first part of the game that I played that I was just not able to beat without my brother's help.
Yeah. I think the equivalent of the water temple would be
for you.
Well, I'm just saying in general, I think like a good comparison from another N64 game would be that level from Mario 64 where you need the platform guys to spring you up.
Oh, so that you can control the little
Actually, that's basically the same thing as the water temple.
Yeah, it is. I just remember those freaking spider things would just come from the ceilings and fucking eat you. And they're always scared. Yeah, that always scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. Ooh. You gonna get that keep up there, dear?
What keep?
The
one that's in the question mark?
The one that's by the X? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying?
No, just I remember as a kid, my brother and I were playing Legend of Zelda, because like when we got that for Christmas, we did not stop playing that for like ages. Like our buddy Andrew, who lived down the street from us, would come over and play it with us. Like he'd beaten the game, because he got it for his birthday a couple months before Christmas.
Am I in the right spot?
Yes.
So like.
Oh, we already own it.
So he liked to do piecemeal hints on my brother. Tell him how to beat the game. So he would say like, "Oh, today we're gonna teach you how to do this or that." Yeah. So like, my brother actually learned to quest through Andrew's mentoring, which I thought was kind of funny. Meanwhile, I'm playing Star Fox 64 and I'm fucking rolling because Star Fox 64 was my jam.
That game is a lot of fun.
That game is just
first time. When I got the remake on the 3DS, it was like the first day I got it, I got through the whole thing.
Yeah, same here.
Now, I'm not saying I got through the good path. I'm just saying that I beat it.
Yeah.
Like, just in general.
And I have to say, I like the original ending, the original version of the game's ending better. Not that it was changed anything for the 3DS, but just the graphics and stuff. It was more realistic and more like... thrilling for me, I'd say, with the graphics the way they were. Seeing Andros' hands and all that. Like, that was, like,
Andros still has probably one of the scariest entrances in the game, regardless of which version it is.
Right.
Whether it's real or the fake one for the fake ending. It's just terrifying.
It's pretty messed up.
It's like they took the opening gimmick from Mario 64 and just
made that a
turned
boss.
it into a nightmare. Yeah.
I actually did have a nightmare when I was a kid about the Mario 64
the head
opening screen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it kind of
did,
freaked me out.
My brother did the thing where you grab Mario's cap and push it down, and his eyes pop up.
Go through.
So like, when I was a kid, I saw RoboCop 2 on TV accidentally, and there's a scene when they take the bad guy Kane's brain and spine out of his body after it was destroyed in like a massive car crash.
Yeah.
So they put it in a new robotic body, but there's a scene of it where it's just sitting in a jar, watching people as they go by, and you just see the brain, the eyes, and the spinal column. And I just remember that freaked me out. So then I went to bed that night, and then I have the image of Mario's brain and skull, just kind of like with the eyes poking out, just kind of watching me as I slept, and it just freaked me the hell out. I was like, nope.
You like immediately woke up.
Yeah, I was like, Mom!
Yeah, Mario's looking at me weird. Although, on that vein, if you owned a Game Shark back then,
I did.
You could really fuck up Mario's face.
Yeah.
In that.
I also made Mario invisible, which was impossible to play, but...
Yeah. So, there's your little Game Shark tidbit for anyone wondering out there. Yes, you can break the main Mario face in that part of it. And it looks scary as balls. I don't recommend doing it. Which is why I would never do it. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, but can't do anything scary in this game.
Nope.
Yet.
For me, I had a random ass thing going on in my head when I was a kid, where I would wake up out of my nightmares in such a daze that I would
immediately go back into them.
No, this was really messed up. I don't know what happened, and to this day, even my mom has no idea what happened.
Yeah.
But whenever I would wake up from a nightmare. And she would come in to comfort me, I was like, I want my real mom and dad. Because maybe I was still convinced that they were, in my nightmare and that they were trying to hurt me or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really weird. And to this day, my mom has no idea how to explain that.
Yeah, kids always have a weird way of coping with nightmares. It's just one of those things. One of the things I would do to get out of a nightmare while I was in it is I would just close my eyes and scream. And that worked for a while, but then my brain kind of figured out that I was doing that.
So it tried to come up with better ways to trap you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of the way to explain it.
Isn't the mind weird in that way? When you have sleep.
It is weird.
Yeah, when you have your good REM sleep going.
Yeah.
And you start dreaming. And then you feel like you get to the level where you can actually feel like you can control the dream you're having.
Yeah.
You have some semblance of maintenance that you can do.
Yeah.
You're like I don't like the fact that, I'm skydiving naked with Scarlett Johansson. So let me tweak that so that we're not skydiving. We're just in bed. No, just shit like that. No. No, it's the mind is so weird because it can actually, when you get, and I think Inception explains the science of this a little bit, that when you get to, a 3-tiered dream, the dream within a dream state, when you wake up, you have, 3 different, your brain goes through 3 different stages of awakening, where, 1, you feel like you're coming out of a daze. 2, you're coming out of, just this sense of being immersed in water and then surfacing from the water.
Yeah.
And then you finally wake up for real. That.
Did we not get this yet?
No, we don't have the boomerang yet, so you gotta come back down and help take out these guys.
Like, that to me is just freaking trippy that can happen. And that does happen to me sometimes when I have, like, deep sleep.
Yeah.
I'm coming, I'm just outpost captain.
It's okay, I'm just throwing bombs. Or throwing bombs. No, I'm throwing 2 of our allies at this. So the thing I like about this game, not to segue, but is that even if you're not playing a character, you can still give them something to do.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's neat. But going back to Inception and Dream stuff.
Like, have you ever had that kind of experience where, like, you've been dreaming, but, like, you're in a layered dream?
So you wake up and you're in a different dream?
Yeah, you wake up and you're in a different dream state.
No, there's no owl. So just hit B.
You're in a different dream state, and then you wake up again, and you're in a completely different dream state, and then you finally wake up for real.
I can't really say I've had that happen.
I'm trying to remember what lucid dreaming. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's very. My buddy Parker says he actually is capable of doing lucid dreaming.
Yeah, like controlling it.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I just have never felt fully fully able to control my dreams.
Yeah.
In that way. I want to learn how, if there is a way to learn. I just think it would just help me with my dreams better.
Right.
Maybe I
kind of the
to...
bad thing about like lucid dreaming, though, or at least I think, is that it could lead to like night terrors or sleep paralysis. I think
it does if it's not mastered fully.
Yeah.
Like certain people have certain ways of like controlling their dreams to the extent that lucid dreaming allows. And I actually read this in a study a while ago that test subjects who get a good night's sleep actually are capable of dreaming, not just with lucid dreams, but just like regular dreams that are just like their minds, you know, in their subconscious wanting to like boost their morale and just give them things that they want to do. Which is, like I said, back to my original statement, the human mind is so freaking fascinating in that way.
Yeah. Like some of the things that I can have happen, at least sometimes, is I'll be like half asleep, kind of that point where you're half awake, but you're starting to fall asleep, so your eyes are closing and stuff. And
right. I've had
that. It always happens that when this happens, I'll like jump scare myself.
That happens to me too.
And it's usually something related to FNAF for some reason.
Yeah, always
I
back
think
to
that,
FNAF.
Yeah, always back to the game we don't play on the channel, but kind of talk about.
Way too much.
Well, we're just not that type of channel. But anyways,
Taylor would appreciate this, but like, I used to have that too, but instead of it being FNAF, for me, I would have nightmares of my cats jumping through the pillow where my face was.
Yeah.
Like, they would just jump through the pillow, and then that will wake me up. But I would just get, like, this moment of, I need to wake up, I can't move my body to wake myself up, but I'm, like, in a state of, I'm kind of terrified right now.
Yeah.
And that's sleep paralysis, right?
Yeah. Oh,
where, like,
you lock yourself in there?
Yeah, like, you sense yourself in a dream. But
so
like,
you gotta take that keep, dear.
How do I take it?
The normal way that you take any keep.
How do I take this dude out?
Throw a bomb at it. You weren't close enough. Anyways, go on.
I still have those to this day, and it freaks me the hell out. Like, like, I have these moments where, like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a dream and something scary is gonna just jump out at me or something.
Yeah.
So, like, I try to move my body to wake myself up. And then, like, I legitimately feel like I'm trapped and I'm scared. Yeah. And it starts to make me panic. And when I panic, I can't do anything about my panic. It freaks me out. And, like, it just makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's sleep paralysis. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
it's such an unsettling feeling when you're about to freak out about something and you can't control yourself. It's just like an ultimate, like, there's a sense of dread. Like, there's nothing you can do. You're going to face your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
One thing that my mom used to do, because like I used to listen to a lot of cassette tapes when I was a kid, all different types of cassette tapes, like, like lullabies and Disney book run tapes. Sometimes when I wouldn't sleep, or couldn't sleep because of a nightmare, my mom would put on those tapes and she'd sit in my room with me, and she just kind of put her hand on my head and just kind of stroke it and all that. It would just soothe me, and it would make me feel so much better.
Make sure you kill that last guy.
And I have this distinct memory of because sometimes the cassette player I had in my room could turn to radio, and after a while I learned how to do it. So I discovered K-Earth 101.
Yeah.
And it would play songs that I used to really like, and so because my mom used to listen to it when we drive around sometimes. So one night I had a nightmare. My mom comes in and she just kind of stays with me, and she has my bedroom light on, and she sits next to me in the bed, kind of putting her hand on my forehead to kind of calm me down, and she puts on the radio, and I swear to God, Funky Town by Lip Sync starts playing, and I just had this nightmare following that, strangely enough. Like, I went back to sleep and I had another nightmare of the Matterhorn Yetis from Disneyland dancing to Funky Town.
Oh my God.
And Mary Martin from the Peter Pan Broadway show was there too, singing.
For reasons.
She was singing the Funky Town lyrics because I thought that's what the singer to Funky Town looked like for some reason. So, like, it was all the Yetis, and, like, I'll demonstrate this for you even if you might not see it. But, like, I just distinctly remember seeing stairs like that, and then, like, the Yetis were all sitting on top going, "Won't you take me to?" When it was, like, the synthesized version. And then she pops out, "Funky Town!" And I wake up and I'm like, "No, Funky Town." My mom's like, I actually, like, wake up and I go, "No, Funky Town." And my mom's just like, "What?" I'm like, "Turn off the radio." Oh, it was so funny.
DJ, turn it up.
DJ, turn it up. Did you ever have a cassette player when you were a kid? Either a portable one or like a one that would just sit on your desk or something?
I think our car had
a cassette tape?
Cassettes, but I never had one that I could like take around or anything.
I didn't have a Walkman until like
I never had a Walkman.
Well, it was like one of the later periods of Walkmans where it was like a CD cassette tape combo.
Yeah.
But anyway,
nothing behind the stupid rock.
My mom got like I said, my mom got me a whole bunch of cassette tapes and stuff, and we went on this trip to Hawaii. Hawaii was just an awesome trip. I loved it. Yeah. I don't remember a thing about it other than it was awesome. And my mom got me this Walkman so that I could listen to music on the plane.
Yeah.
What?
That's a piece of the Triforce. Rink.
And she bought me a VeggieTales cassette tape with all the songs on it. And I just remember singing and listening to it all the way there and all the way back, and like when we were at the store getting me clothes and stuff for the trip. And then my mom, because this is right around the time Star Wars Episode 1 came out.
Yeah.
So she also bought me like a new backpack that I could travel with, and it had...
She just vanished.
It had,
Feed me! Feed me! Feed me! Feed me!
It had a lenticular image of Obi-Wan Kenobi on the back. And I just, to this day, my brother still says that was one of the coolest articles of clothing that I ever owned.
Yeah. Let's take this keep while we're here.
Take it!
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I also, like, had these Disney cassette tapes of, like, the books on tape. So that was kind of what was the start of my whole voice acting fascination.
Yeah.
I would listen to the narrator read these stories, and he would get so into it, and he'd do the character voices and all that. And then I would try to imitate it too, using the sounds that I'd heard and all that, and just over and over again.
Right.
And it stuck in my brain. That's how I would do it. So then when I got older, I started watching movies the same way. I just memorized it over and over again.
So,
I didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
Oh, I did?
Wow. I'm being called names when I didn't do anything.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Love you.
No hair, do who dis.
New hair, who dis? Yeah, Taylor got her hair done.
Taylor got her hair did. But yeah, no. I also had a Radio Disney cassette tape that was just freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. It was like all of the songs that we definitely grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Plus a few extras. Like, I remember on the Radio Disney tape.
We need the boomerang for this guy.
It was the I'm just a mean green mother from outer space. Not that song. It had a cover of the Speed Racer theme.
Yeah.
And the guitar riffs mimic the sound of a racing engine. And like you go. It was so cool. And then right after that, I would play the Ghostbusters theme, which I played over and over and over again so much.
I obsessed my family with it.
I upset my family.
Back it
Jack,
up.
we think you have a problem.
Well, you're not wrong.
Well, you're not wrong, but you just ain't right.
Yeah.
It was when I started getting into Homestar, they thought I had a problem.
Oh my god.
Like, developmentally. My brother's like, Jack, I think we need to have a serious discussion. Have a seat.
He didn't like Homestar.
He was not a fan. He did not like the fact that he just had the most annoying characters and the most like obnoxious sounding like episodes. So there were times
what is wrong with Homestar?
Nothing's wrong with Homestar.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Drone Day.
Oh, that was almost
fuck.
Like, yeah, I'm not having any fun with that. Audrey 2.
Pow!
Hey, Boomerang, you.
I'm just a mean green mother from Truffle State, and I'm bad. Mean green bad.
Mean green cannon.
I'm just a mean green cannon. That's just a pig, and I'm mad.
Man, that's terrifying.
Quick, someone get some Instagrow. Kill that shit.
Alright, now he's gonna appear in a bunch of different spots, so fan out. Way to find the real one. Actually, I'm pretty confident I know where it is.
Wow.
Or does he just... No, we gotta take them all out and then he'll reappear. So, fan out. It doesn't take that long, it's just one hit with the boomerang.
And boom goes the banger.
Yeah.
And bang goes
But,
the boomerang.
as you were saying...
What was my last thought?
Nate doesn't really like...
Oh, no, Nate was
Homestar.
not a fan of Homestar. Neither were my parents, for that matter. My dad just didn't understand it. My mom was like, I don't know how you can like Strong Bad. He's mean to everybody.
Well, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, because he's cool because he just doesn't care. And my mom's like, that's a great role model for children. I was like, yeah,
it's also not a kid's cartoon.
It's
really...
It sort of was, actually. Because it's very innocent to the respect that it doesn't... It introduces kids to concepts that are a little adult, but without it being too meta.
Then again, what cartoon back then was really made for kids? I mean, besides absolute kid shows that you like could absolutely tell.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they don't introduce concepts that are all adult.
There's nothing wrong with the kids cartoon that had adult undertones.
Like,
or even innuendos.
Like, even the Looney Tunes cartoons, for that matter, were, like, totally adult because, like, they weren't geared towards children back in the day. They were humorous outlooks at political things that happened.
Well, look at, like, Animaniacs, too.
Animaniacs pokes fun at all that with it being geared towards children, but also at intelligent children.
But it is very adult.
Very adult. like, we need to dust this place for Prince. And then they hold up actual Prince, the musician, and it's like, no, fingerprints. And then Prince grins, and then Dot is like, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that for the show. And he looks sad, and they toss him out of the frame.
You need a heal.
He's like, we need to get the bird. Give me the
potion,
bird.
Nope,
Give me the bird. I'd like to, but the Fox Senses won't let us.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So
that
funny.
show.
That show reached levels of adulthood that were so weird and wacky, but funny. Did you ever watch Freakazoid?
Yes. I don't know. I don't remember how much of it I watched.
I don't either, but like, I do remember that the theme song was awesome. And that it was made by Steven Spielberg, same with Animaniacs. And, he also made Pinky and the Brain. The funny thing about Pinky and the Brain that I absolutely love is that Brain's voice actor was inspired by Orson Welles.
Yeah.
And so a lot of his intonations as Brain are based off of Orson Welles' radio program shows. So there's an episode of Pinky and the Brain where Brain
actually meet him.
No, where Brain actually, because Orson Welles died in 1986.
Oh, okay.
So what they did was Orson Welles back in the day used to do radio programs and advertisements and stuff. And I guess there was one instance in which he was promoting a product that he absolutely abhorred.
Yeah.
So like he just did not like it at all. So the recording session of him going in to do the VA stuff for it is him just ripping into the director, the writer of the product placement, and just everything in between.
Yeah.
So and it's very vulgar, very, very, very abrasive. So Animaniacs decides to spoof that and make Brain say all of those things.
Right.
And so they had, I think it was Maurice LaMarche, memorized like the whole tirade that Orson Welles had.
Yeah.
And dumbed it down for kids without the cursing and stuff.
Right.
So the whole sequence in the episode where Brain is just like ripping into.
So both Link and Sheik have a fragment of the Triforce.
Oh shit.
Who knew that?
You did.
Everyone that's played Zelda knew that.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh, spoiler warning.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Babs. She got some babs.
Yes. She thick.
She thought.
Oh my god. So they took the rant, but they dumbed it down.
They dumbed it down. So like those who knew about the Orson Welles tirade watched it and were just laughing their asses off. And I actually showed the comparison between those two scenes to my brother because he and I were huge Pinky and the Brain fans.
Yeah.
So we watched all that, and my brother's like, "This was a lot more brilliant than I gave it credit for as kids."
Oh yeah.
It was just freaking out there. And then,
I don't know if it's in this cutscene at all.
So there is a plan, or not a plan. There is an idea that people are shifting around.
Yeah, so right now she's kind of ripping through time and space.
Oh shit.
So Skyward Sword.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Death Mountain, so Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess.
Whoa. Yeah, sorry we haven't been talking about the game too much.
So this is how you get all the other characters from those games into this one.
Is she bad? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, she is a bad guy. We've been fighting her the whole time.
Oh, I see.
And she's actually being influenced by
Darker Force.
the Pigman himself.
Donald Trump?
See how I didn't say Pigman, I said Pigman. That's the water temple.
Get those lights off!
Somebody get those water levels down! Somebody give me my blue tunic! Somebody tell me to stop moving! Oh,
Hey guys,
I need to.
my name is Derek.
I'm Derek the guard.
And my magical balls will set you free! Zoom.
Dragon Balls.
I read somewhere recently that there's a fan petition out there to get to get a Pinky and the Brain movie started. But with like a new cast. And people want David Tennant to be Pinky and Russell Crowe to be Brain.
I think that would be funny.
That would be awesome because I could just hear David Tennant going, "No!"
Yeah.
That always made my brother and I laugh when we were kids. Pinky and the brain, knife! Da 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 da. That always made us laugh.
So, Sia, who is the chick we were just fighting, now possesses all the pieces of the Triforce.
You Piccadilly whore!
Yeah. Who knew that when you had the whole Triforce, you could just bend time and space to your will?
Not Thanos, because he definitely went about things the wrong way.
Then he would have come over here because it's a lot easier.
Cool. Fine with him staying away from my favorite heroes.
Yeah. Thanos versus Link. Who would win? Probably the Mad Titan.
Probably Sheik.
There's no way to compare.
Of course not. That's why it's a winner's contest.
They're saying who would win between Goku and Thanos? Well, if it's Thanos with all 6 stones, he might be able to beat Goku at like a lower level
before he Super Saiyans up.
Yeah.
Right.
Goku at Super Saiyan could probably theoretically kill Thanos before he could use the stones.
It's actually implied in Infinity War, which I love, by the way, that spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the movie. The scene in the end when Thanos and Thor face off. Thor very well could have ended everything and killed Thanos. And even Thanos admits it, that he would have made a straight shot for the head, everything would have ended. Yeah. And like the fact that Stormbreaker was able to just fight through all of the Infinity Gauntlet's completed strength. It just was freaking incredible to me. Yeah. Oh, just that whole sequence is just amazing.
Well, that kind of begs other questions, like
such as
he could have just used like the Time Stone to reverse Thor's attack, or
well, I think what Thanos was using was just a concentrated blast of all the stones together. Yeah. In order to repel it, and Stormbreaker just kept rolling through the Force, which was just awesome. Like just that in and of itself is amazing. Right. But God, that whole moment when he arrives in Wakanda with Rocket and Groot was just brilliant.
You guys are screwed now.
Bring me Thanos!
No.
And then Groot's just like, is he called being my beard? You got a haircut. This is my friend, he's a treat. I am Groot.
I am Steve Rogers. Just because Cat doesn't like
how that works.
Yeah, just because he does my god, this is fucking alien.
Alright, there's a talking tree and a raccoon. Alright, cool.
I can dig it.
I just love how Bucky's not fazed by the fact that there's a talking raccoon at this point.
He's just picks him up.
Yeah, he's just like, alright, whatever, this is happening.
No, it's another weapon.
Die, space dogs! Oh, come on and get some!
You guys are screwed now.
That was an awesome whole
Bring me Thanos.
Give me Thanos.
Or give me death.
Whose line is in any way confusing battle cries? Give me liberty or a bran muffin!
Yes.
And then my all-time favorite one, get my brown pants!
Bring me Thanos.
Bring me
Tahinos. Alright, let's see what weapons I have to... Okay, they're like all the same. Alright, that one's still the strongest. Alright, good.
What is it?
Good to know. What do you mean?
I think I'm ready to make a executive decision and say, I don't think I should have the chocolate almond milk anymore because it's making my stomach feel weird.
Oh my god. Well, what you mean to say is you shouldn't have 3 glasses of it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably what got you.
This is the second time we've had it.
Note to you kids, don't have 3 glasses of chocolate almond milk. It'll kill you.
It's a lot of fat, literally. That's for sure.
It's a lot of good farting, too. Nobody needed to know that, but well, you do now.
Well, there's a little bit of rock, paper, scissors joke for you there.
Yep, alright, we're starting the next level. Okay, we're
just collide controllers.
And we are now one person. Are you going to be able to play like that? Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to play like this. Dear.
Good talk.
Who do you want to play as? What do you think? Okay, why do I even ask? Alright, there's a repeat. Winkle's going to be the strongest character on our team again. And I'm fine with that, because at least one character is consistent.
Stop moving! Who slapped you?
You already did.
Harder.
You already did.
How did that hurt? Shut up.
I don't know. Ocarina of Time.
I love the Yoda jokes thing from Game Grumps, where it's just Dan is trying to focus really hard on the game he's playing.
Yeah, I had to scratch my head, so that's what I'm going to do. So smacking me because I'm doing that is kind of unfair. What kind of car do I drive?
No! What the fuck? No! Shut up, Yoda! you just hear Aaron just while he's like, no! No! Shut up, Yoda!
A Toyota. Tell me, who is your tribe's leader? Tribe's leader? Am I supposed to say Jesus?
Wait. You're from Earth?
No, I'm from Hyrule, you dumbass.
Hyrule is Earth, dipshit!
Actually... That's never...
Established?
Never established.
Maybe it's...
It's also saying the Mushroom Kingdom is never said to be on Earth.
It's not, it's an alternate dimension.
That's what I would believe about
It's an
Hyrule.
alternate dimension.
I just want Super Smash Warriors. Come on. Come on, Nintendo. At E3, give me that game.
Make it happen.
God, that would just be so fucking awesome, though.
Smash
But
Warriors.
I feel like if they did Super Smash Warriors, they couldn't do anything after for a Warriors crossover.
Right.
Because that would kind of be like the big one. I wouldn't mind seeing
You
like
move too much.
Yeah, I can't help it. I wouldn't mind seeing like a like Super Mario Maker 2.
With like
Or
better,
just a port to the Switch.
better add-ons and stuff.
Yeah.
I think a port to the Switch would be fine.
Yeah. That could be fun.
But with like more...
Oh shit. He hit me once and that's already 3 blocks of health.
Maybe competitive online play. Like you play a level that someone makes and then another person makes it and you're trying to rank each other. Kind of like Angry Birds Friends.
I mean, I've never played that.
But I mean...
Okay, dear. I'm not trying to move, but when you're playing a game, you move. Yeah. You go into the one on the left. Is that a yes? Okily dokily artichokily. I killed them then.
Whenever you do to anyone in your house, it's nice and lean. Oh, really? Oh, Flanders, step into my parlor for a minute.
Oh, that boulder came out of nowhere.
You can't invite us. Howdy ho! Go home. Doodly-doo.
Totally do.
I just love that
Totally doodly.
my tailor believes that Flanders is a pedophile. It's freaking, it's
yeah.
spot on. I think he could be, but at the same time, he just seems too nice to be.
And isn't that how most of them get you?
That's true.
Just take the keep on the left. They're being attacked from a boulder attack is the thing. So you need to take the keep on the left so that opens up that left side. And then from there, you take that other green one. Okay, Donkey Kong Goron Captain. That's what it sounded like. Okay, Donkey Kong Warriors.
Yes. 1,000 times over.
See, it probably sounds good on paper. The problem is that nobody in Donkey Kong speaks English. So it'd be very hard to
Neither
figure
are the
out.
characters in this. They're kind of speaking
read it,
Sims
though.
talk. Well, yeah.
Donkey Kong just grunts.
So
I guess.
So does Tim Allen, but his show lasted 12 seasons. What? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh shit.
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Shots fired. I love Home Improvement. That's a great show.
Come here, guard troop. You are not the guard troop I was looking for. But I still love you.
Oh no! I killed Wilson. Guess it's back to jail for me.
Oh, that fucking sound.
My dad loved Home Improvement, watching it with us when we were kids. 'Cause my dad back in the day was a very, very like similar guy to Tim Allen.
Yeah.
In that show, like he had the same kind of personality and everything.
Well, this looks like it can be blown up.
There's a funny episode where like Tim does something without consulting Jill, and she's like, "What makes you think that I would have been in support of this? Like, what made you think? Is this a good idea?" He's like, "I think this is a good idea." He's like, "Tim, not if you don't."
Yeah.
Stuff like that just really makes me just lose my shit all the time. And also whenever he talks to Wilson, and Wilson gives him some really good platitudes and like helpful advice, Tim butchers it within the first 5 minutes after hearing it to whoever he's talking to.
Yeah.
It's like, Tim, this reminds me of the time that Gordon tribes are able to look for the milk they deserve. And then Tim just goes in, this reminds me of the time Gordon's fishermen can't find the milk in the supermarket he's looking for. And it's like, Tim, that's not even the same thing.
That wasn't even close.
No, it's just stuff like that. It just really gets me.
How did you even come to that conclusion? It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, but it doesn't even want to sit.
You didn't even want to sit, Brian. My Stewie impression is just one of my favorite things that I do right now.
Brian, I don't need another Joy-Con. Right?
Brian, I don't need another Joy-Con.
It costs like $80.
After 5 weeks, this thing pays for itself. Practically.
Yeah, I don't think my Joy-Con paid for itself.
I don't think it ever will. Shiftless bastard.
Shiftless Nintendo. I mean, I wasn't trying to do my Brian impression, but I guess it's kind of just how I sound.
You just sound like Brian, like on his own, like just without any inflection in your voice.
I sound like early Brian.
Yeah, I think you sound like current Brian too.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
I mean,
well, Stewie.
I don't know. I don't know, Stewie.
I don't know, Stewie.
No.
Well, I wasn't
don't try
to do
it. Don't try. It just comes across. Like,
no, that one I was deliberately butchering.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I could always talk like Joe.
I don't know.
These guys are really hard to kill.
These guys are really hard to kill.
Oh my god, I could totally make a Let's Play channel where just Joe plays.
That is something that existed in 2012. Can we do this? Can we please do this? Dude, I would love you if we did this.
Oh, jeez.
Like we pick a character, like characters we do, put them in a hat, and we select the character name from the hat, and we do that character for an entire recording session.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's do it.
Are you looking for that Skulltula?
Alright,
then I'll come down and look, but the head honcho just spawned.
What are those yellow things that are surrounding you guys?
Those are owl statues. I think that's what you're thinking.
No, those little, the little puffy yellow guys. Those guys. The Taylor just walked by some.
Yellow guys.
These guys?
Yes.
Gorons.
They look like a mixture of Adipose and Slitheen from Doctor Who. So they look like shrunken down Slitheen, but like with the cuddliness of the Adipose. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, that means nothing to me.
I know, you haven't gotten there yet.
What?
What?
Is there like a wall I can blow up over here? Because this thing has to be somewhere around here.
Over the rainbow.
No, yeah, it's not too. I mean, it's like almost literally gotta be in this area. Why can't
I can't pick that up.
Woo! Yeah, it's like got like an invisible box around it. You should probably head back to the Allied base.
Can you hit B, please, and get down? Thank you.
Yeah, go head him off. This is the big head honcho. We're gonna fight him mano a mano boxing style. Ding ding!
I didn't realize Maggie Simpson grew up to be such a ripped person.
Oh my god! The pacifier sound effect.
I did not realize that I could do that perfectly. Until I could never do it perfectly.
But now I can't do it. I think I'm just gonna have to go around, I guess. Probably gonna lose this one. I think it's gonna vanish. Unless it's in here. Nope. Yeah, it fled. That happens. These things are only for illustrations anyways.
Maggie, you're a Simpson again!
Yeah.
Belches.
Be careful, because you're at half health.
I'm aware.
Who's aware?
Adaware.
Add block plus.
Add block nunts. How about nunts?
I'm only gonna say this once. How about nuts?
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Okay, what happens? Ocarina, to me! Everyone knows how to play it in this game. To me, Yim Yim!
Nuns. Which one is that from?
That is Civil War.
That's right.
Or, no, not Civil War. Age of Ultron. Yep. Come here, Darunia.
Was it Cap that said once?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Tony's like, how about nuts? Come on. Cap wouldn't be witty enough to say, how about nuts? I think the man is surprised by Velcro. It's...
Oh my god. I can't live in this world anymore.
Oh, you can't see me, huh?
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
now you can't.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a lot of that. Okay, butthole, butt munch magoo, get out. I believe, ow. Okay, now he's hurting.
Ow, 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 now I gotta go.
And you already used your potion.
See, Sinner.
Center?
She likes to say it like that for some reason.
I'll have you know I'm not a sinner.
Yeah,
I just
I went to confession.
12 years ago. Would not.
Miss me, now you gotta kiss the broadside of my fucking sword. I said sword.
That's not what I heard.
That's
It's
what I meant.
metaphorical!
How's it feel having water on your head? Can you breathe? Oh, he looks like he's getting ready to wind up something fierce. Get out. Just keep throwing bombs at him!
Just stop!
No. 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 Ow. Oh ho! Get out of here, butthead! Okay, he's looking mad. Ho 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 ho! There we go. There we go. Alright, yep, now we gotta go get all those keeps. You can take an outpost. The outpost captain, we usually only have like a heart and a half, but at least that's something.
Heart and a half?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. You try explaining that one to me.
I mean, no.
Is that how logic works? No. No.
Okay, you got that one over there.
Yes. I don't have it anymore. I think I'm dead.
Yep.
Oh no, wait. I'm just leveling up. Alright, Ocarina. To me, Yum Yum! I hope I hit the right one. There we go. Yes, I did. I am a psychic. I know what I'm doing. Come here, Keep Saboteur. He's gonna kick my butt.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Too many.
Too many. I like the source filmmaker someone made where he actually beats the people up instead.
Yeah. No, he goes on like a murderous rampage. Literally, like, just kills everyone.
And he's just like, like the end.
Yeah, at the end of it.
This is so funny.
Oh my god, I thought it said Shrek is advancing toward the west.
What the fuck?
This is my swamp. I believe it. Shrek Warriors.
I would love to see that, and everyone fights like a different wrestler. Donkey does a suplex, like Shrek does the Triple H body slam.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
The mysterious wrestler known as
Shrek.
Ginger Boy. Or Gingerbread.
Gingy.
Yeah, Gingy. It's you just see a
Hey,
paper
Gingy?
you just see a paper bag floating around the ring. Oh, I'm really gonna fuck you up.
Oh, Sheik. What are we going to do with you? Oh, someone's got to help out Sheep, so she can get to that keep. Otherwise, we won't have problems. Because we need the Gorons. Almost like we need the morons. How many assholes we have on this thing? Yo! Yo, 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 yo! Alright, where's Darunia? He's gonna appear in his keep, correct? You just gotta help her get over there. Yeah, so we gotta hit that. Then we're gonna start using the bomb chews, if I remember correctly. And then they'll start attacking the main base.
This is where I'm at?
No.
Maybe this is the red square I'm at.
Yeah. And there's a base down there that we can go take, or I can go take to help us out.
Can I get this Doronian dude?
Why don't you go rescue the guy? There's the green circle back there. Spin the camera around. Go back into that keep. He might have already gone down. Oh no, I saw it somewhere. No, we don't want to go for Darunia yet.
Yeah, there's a box around this one.
It's so weird. But not surprising. I do a big sweep. And time to break all these open. Now we gotta stop the bomb chews. I would... where are you at?
By the bomb chew?
Oh, yeah, make sure you take that base. But also get the bomb chew captain. Boomerang, power up. Dead. Finished. Okay, so that's another one.
Come on, bomb chew. No one around you, so come on.
It'll spin around on its own. Just gotta give it a minute.
I'm gonna push you.
Oi.
I'm gonna push you.
I don't think that works with them.
I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna hit you. You need to go faster.
Yeah, it doesn't really work with them. You kind of just slam into them and you can't move.
Go faster. Go faster.
Do something.
Faster. Look, there's no one around you, so go faster.
It's going as fast as it can.
See, look. Now 1, 2. Kill them. Gone. Now go faster. Okay, here. This one too. Go faster.
Eat water, you butthole. See, we don't want to attack him yet because he's powered up. We want to wait for the last one to come through.
I know he's coming. He's coming slow.
I don't think yours is the last one. think it'll actually... Now yours will go in first. The last one's gonna be... No, it's not a bombshell.
Gummy bears!
Stop.
Do you remember the Gummy Bear show?
No. I never watched it.
No. DuckTales?
Okay, it's going in.
I did watch DuckTales.
DuckTales was the awesomest show ever.
Mm-hmm.
The new one is pretty cool too. David Tennant just rules as Scrooge.
Right.
Goof Troop? Do you remember Goof Troop?
No.
Goof Troop was pretty cool. It was like young Max, like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Not when he was a teenager.
It is time to go in, but we still need to be careful. We need to take out the sorcerers. So we need to try to draw them out. And of course they're not going to be easy to draw out. So that's going to make it a big old pain.
Those days, wusses.
Yes. No. Would you stop floating for one goddamn second?
I can't help it, I'm a balloon.
Stop what you're doing.
Pop me then. Alright. Johnny, no!
Yeah.
Oh, Terrence, I'm so sorry.
Johnny, no!
I told you.
I warned you.
I did it again. So funny.
Stupid.
Beep
boop.
Beep boop, motherfucker. None of us are tall enough to reach that table.
Or is the table not tall enough to reach us?
Shut up.
Alright, he's back to normal. Now we can kick his ass.
Yay.
Kicking the crap out of people.
And yet, there's not enough crap left.
Yeah.
Take my big bomb.
Eat it. My big boobies. Yes.
How do you light that fuse?
You don't.
Well,
throw bombs at it. That'll make it feel better.
Asshole!
he's not wrong though.
Always throw bombs.
Bombs make the world go boom.
Yeah.
Dude, can you move so I can get this heart, you asshole?
No.
No.
I'm gonna turn into steamed hams in a second.
I like that one Simpsons where Homer's like, I'm gonna get out of here with the least bit of dignity that I have left. And he turns and runs straight into a wall, and his like whole face is smushed. Oh my god, Homer! Did that hurt?
No, I said the least amount of dignity. Back it up.
Whatever dignity I have left.
Yeah.
He's just peddling out easy answers. And then it's like, see? She's right. We're all happy just the way we are.
Oh shit. Get out of there.
I like the Citizen Kane spoofed episode where Mr. Burns just wants his bear back.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the episode, like, it's like, so wait, Mr. Burns got exactly what he wanted, but we didn't get paid for it at all. Marge, I don't get it. Is this a happy ending or a sad ending? It's an ending. Let's just deal with that.
Yeah.
It's like,
one thing I like about that is in the Who Shot Mr. Burns episode, they make a he references that. Yeah. I mean, he references a bunch of the things that
he's done for the city and all that.
Yeah.
Done for or to Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Shit. Come on, we gotta take this guy out.
A fun little thing for when we go to Universal eventually. They have the little Springfield power plant, and every now and then, like I think it's whenever it's the half hour strikes each day. So whenever you're there, it's like 3:30 or 4:30 or something, or if it's just the top of the hour.
Here we go.
The power plant goes into critical mass, and like steam comes out of the smokestacks and all that, and then everything just quiets down, and you just hear, "Crisis has been averted. Everything is super."
Yeah.
And then you just hear a distant "Woohoo!"
I believe it.
It's awesome. I can't wait for us to go to Springfield.
Would you mind kindly releasing Princess Ruto?
Would you kindly? Oh, yeah, of course. Man, I feel terrible for doing everything we've been doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you tried to kick our ass, so it's fine. Okay, so we're just
that
gonna...
I don't really care about.
Yeah, she looks like she's glitched.
She also looks like she's a Pokemon.
Yes. So you need me to pick you up, or are you just gonna get out of here yourself?
Jeez. Hey, are you gonna stand there with those flappy arms, or?
I'm pretty sure she's like her model's like glitched, and that's why she's like that. I hope that's not how she normally stands. I feel bad for her. You must exert a lot of strength.
Joey, she's got a condition. Be courteous.
Yeah, I'll show you a condition.
Ah!
Ah!
My glow back.
My glow back.
My glow stick hurts.
Yes.
It's my impression of Ralph. I bit my Wookiee.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see more gaming related content, feel free to leave a like, comment, or hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you're notified when Royal Gaming Battalion uploads more videos. See you next time. Peace.